People say seeing is believing, right? But I say believing is seeing. I don't see, anything in front of me. I see nothing, but I have to have faith to believe. I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis at the young age of 3. My mom, one day she was driving in the car with me, and she looked over at me and she noticed that, she said, your eyes they didn't look just like quite right. So we immediately went in to see a specialist. My mom said she'll never forget him looking at her and saying, your daughter's going blind. I don't remember a time where I wasn't sick or going through something or going to doctors or on medication. When I was 23, I married my husband. We got married in Texas, moved to Portland, and all of a sudden, it just automatically just flared one day. It progressed from my fingers to my knees to my ankles to every joint became affected. I was in college at the time. I had to drop out of school because I couldn't even get out of bed. It was a horrible period of time, but then there was a new drug that was developed. They gave me my first injection and showed my husband how to do it because he had to give it to me. And within that first day, the next morning I woke up and I felt better, like that quick. And then I found out I was pregnant with our first daughter. There were people who were like, how are you gonna be a mom when you can't see and you have all the struggles that you have with your joints? Like, how are you gonna do this? I'm like, I don't know, but my number one desire in my life has always been to be a mom. And I knew that, there was nothing gonna stop me.
And God likes people, any shape, any color, any size.
Isabella is, she's a singer, has a beautiful voice. Both of my girls do. And she just performed in her school talent show last week and blew it out of the water, amazing. But to look at Isabella, living with arthritis, and she's got it in her jaw, in her knees, and in her fingers and her toes. But to look at Isabella, you would never know it. And Georgiana is fun, silly, just full of life little girl, and she has had uveitis since the age of 3 and has been on methotrexate. She's been on that course of treatment up into the past 3 years, and her arthritis has gone into, her uveitis has gone into remission. So she's so blessed that she was on such a great treatment that now she has lost no vision. She's like any other little girl. And when they were diagnosed, as devastating as it was for my husband and I, at the same time, I was like, oh, but there's hope for them. There's hope for my girls. Georgie was laying in bed with me one night, and she goes, we're cuddling, and she goes, Mommy, she goes, am I gonna go blind like you? Of course, it just grabbed my heart, and I just like, oh my goodness, no. I wanted to give her the hope. No, you're not gonna lose your vision. Yeah, I said, why, Georgiana? And it was just like, why, Mommy? And I said, because Georgiana, there is so many better medications for you and your sister than were ever there for me. If a company wanted to change her biologic, we feel that we would not be okay with that. Biological drugs are complex. And if you just change something slightly, Isabella could, respond differently. It might not work as well. The quality of life for our girls is everything. And the smallest thing that could be changed in their treatment could change that. I would tell the policymakers that, why switch up a good thing? If it's working, and it's a drug that we understand. My children understand. Why change something? I look ahead at our family's future, and You know, I dream big. I have said for quite some time now that joy is a choice. I want to just inspire the world, and I want people to know my name. Not for me and not for fame or anything, but if they know my name, if they know Joy Ross, they know the Ross family, they're gonna know our story. And if they know our story, there's gonna be hope.